Hello friends, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to Phil Plays Bass, where we try to build a nice community, exchange ideas, try to better each other at the expense of nothing really. Maybe just a like on this video would be super helpful, and if you guys get any value at all from this stream, do consider subscribing as well. I try to stream nearly every day. I thought I wasn't going to stream today, but then I remembered, well, what's the point of keeping track of my progress with a particular exercise if I don't do it for the whole duration of at least a week? So there it is, guys. It's going to be a much shorter stream because I do have plans for the evening, and I've got to get ready, prepare, get a shower, put my face on, really. And that's it. We're going to jump straight in because I don't want to waste anyone's time, especially not yours. Grab a bass. Like I said, guys, this is a little bit off the cuff, so bear with me. It's just a realization that I was like, I can't just pause for one day. It has to be an everyday effort. Otherwise, what is the scientific value of this whole thing? Hello, Michael. Lovely to see you again. Ça va? Très bien, je te remercie. Et toi, comment ça va? Oh, and also, I should mention, today is the 6th day of the week. Saturday is the day of the Aeolian mode. We've nearly done one first full cycle around the modes of the major scale, and Saturday is the day of the natural minor scale, also known as Aeolian and relative minor. What is the relative minor? Well, it's simply just they're the same notes as your normal, but every note has its relative minor, which is a minor third down from whichever major scale you're playing. Let's say we're in E. If I go down 3 semitones and play a minor scale, that's your relative minor. It's always going to be a minor third down or a major sixth up or a minor third down. That's your relative minor. A lot more to say potentially about all of these modes, but I'll get on with that as I finally push away the work that I'm doing on the website. Jonas, lovely to see you again. It's nice of you guys to join today. Going to be a shorter stream, like I mentioned. This is a bit improvised, but I do have to keep track of my progress on this maddeningly painful exercise. I'm going to turn the fan on because I've been speaking for 30 seconds and I'm already breaking a sweat, so... Sweet, let's switch to the screen, guys. I hope you're ready for some pain. I haven't done any warm-up at all today, any warming up, any playing at all whatsoever. Just a quick little rundown through the different variants of our favorite one-finger preferred exercises. Basic variant. Oh, I'm clipping a bit. Apologies. That is variant number 1. Variant number 2 is moving one finger at a time. And then doing that all the way down the neck, basically semitone by semitone. I'm not going to get too tired because I want to get to the exercise and have still a bit of energy left in the old fingers. Third variant, which is where things get pretty interesting. And so on and so forth. The next level of this exercise, which we've just stumbled upon at the beginning of the week, was by a German bass player extraordinaire, a bit of a virtuoso, amazing slap technique called Lars Lehmann. Starts off just the same as the regular spider that I just did. Except the second position, we're going to move up a fret. So it goes like this. And so on and so forth. And then alternate between different strings. And now the dreaded E and G string alternating thing, whatever, bloody blah. Starting to feel a lot easier than it did on Monday, obviously, but you know, just as a so that you guys are witnesses to the progress. I've literally only done this exercise on the stream. You guys are gonna have to take my word for it. I did not practice this off stream at all, not a single time. Still clipping a bit? Yes, it is. You're right. Thanks, Jonas. I appreciate that. Is it Jonas or is it Jonas? How can that be? Am I plucking extra hard today? Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah, just a touch. Like I said, I should probably put a compressor pedal in between the bass and the audio interface. Something to consider. Right, so for about 5 minutes, I'm going to go through this exercise as the actual meat of my progress on this. Jonas says, I'm Danish, so it is closer to Jonas than Jonas. Good, I had a feeling. Alright, here we go. Put a click on. And we're off at 80 BPM. Yeah, I did go a little bit faster on this last one because I want to see how the this horrible section of the exercise goes, guys. If you've been here before, you know what this looks and feels like. It's terribly painful, but really highlights some of my weaknesses. And when I realized that, I thought that I had to do something about it. So, pinky finger on the F on the A string, fret number 8, and fret number 6 on the D string, playing an A flat, giving us a lovely minor third. And we're going to use our other two fingers to play the two strings that are still unfretted, like so. I'm just priming. Priming is the word I've been looking for the whole week. I'm just priming the movement by moving it without plucking the strings, just to make sure my fingers know where they're supposed to go, because it's a really unnatural position, kind of an unnatural thing to do, really, if we're facing it. Somebody the other day was asking why we were doing this, why this exercise had any benefits whatsoever. Well, I'll be able to tell you more after about a week of doing it, and I have a feeling that and it's certainly starting to feel like my fingers are a lot stronger. My grip is stronger, and my control. I feel a lot more assured, especially in the sort of lower register of the bass. This feels a lot more comfortable. It feels nearly as comfortable as this, really. So maybe next time I'll have to do all my one finger fret exercises over here. Do them all here and stay there for the whole duration. It's going to be painful. Alright, okay, here we go. So, minor third. Ah. Oh, this gets tiring so quickly. Oh man, that's painful. Let's switch, put our pinky finger on the C on the E string and try to alternate between the A string and the G string. Oh boy. This is actually a lot tougher. Every single time your pinky has to reach over across the entirety of the neck, all 4 strings, and plug that E string. making sure this doesn't touch the rest of the strings allows you to pluck freely whilst holding down another fret. Your middle finger on another fret is really, really demanding physically. And I've just realized that my thumb was all over the place. My thumb was somewhere over here. That's not what you want. So it's super easy, even for somebody who does it every day, super easy to forget that your thumb is your biggest support, your biggest help. So always be mindful of where your thumb is sitting, and ideally it should be closer to the center between the range of these two fingers, but ideally somewhere near the center. Usually it's a bit more in front of the middle finger than it is the ring finger, but ideally it should be as close as possible to the sort of median of the however spread you are with your left hand. Just a little tidbit of advice, if I can give advice. I think it just works better that way. Do tell me what you think, guys. Right, okay, that's enough pain for these fingers. We're going to switch now to holding the same pattern with our index finger and our ring finger, this time on the G and on the E, and alternating between these two strings with our the two fingers that we're holding the position beforehand. I find this one so much harder than the first one. I should always start with this one, in fact. Yep, okay, that looks correct. Okay, I'm going to prime them again. Prime. I'm going to prime the mind muscle connection in order to facilitate. Full of vocabulary today. And again, especially, well, I know that it's the thing that kind of bothers me is the look that my pinky finger has. My little finger, it bends a little bit uncontrollably around this position. I really struggle to get a smooth transition from this to this without the fingers sort of snapping into a different position. I don't know if there's a way to improve that, but I'm gonna try. Again, an unbelievably musical exercise. It's an absolute pleasure to play this every single time. It's just this kind of like nice summery melody. How's your summer going, guys, so far? First day? How's the first day of summer been for you? Just don't think of the pain. Just think of the sound. Think of this beautiful melody. Oh boy, there's no way you can turn that into anything remotely musical. That just sounds terrible. Flat 9. A flat 9. It's kind of Phrygian chord, and here we've got possibly a dominant. Hey, I wonder if there's a way to, if I could sing some notes, it would make it actually alright, but my singing being what it is, I don't think I should even try. At least not on camera. Whoop, what have I done? I've shifted positions. And since I want my my little finger to do the heavy lifting on this, I'm desperately trying to move my wrist as little as possible in terms of pivoting to give it more and more access and make it easier. I do want my pinky finger to sort of curl up in a smoother fashion. So I'm putting some extra focus on that. Mike says, summer is here. Everything's going so fast in Louisiana. I mowed the yard yesterday. Ugh, brutal. Not as brutal as Last Lemon though. Still true. 100% correct. Oh boy. Alright, okay, a couple more times on this string, and then I'll switch strings. It is starting to feel a little easier. I feel like I'm cheating. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, now I'm gonna switch that ring finger to the B on the E string and alternate between the other two strings here. Nope. Okay, here. How is this harder? No, of course I'm getting tired. I'm noticing more and more that it's very, very easy to tense up. My whole body feels completely rigid when I'm playing these exercises. So I think I really need to try and focus as much as possible on only spending energy where it's required. And I'm sitting down in my room. There's a fan in my face. I don't need to be. I don't need my whole back, my neck, my leg muscles. I don't need my toes to curl up when I play these exercises. Although it does make my toes curl a little bit, but. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh man, this hurts so much. Not. I'm not unhappy with that. I think there's definitely progress. Normally, I would spend a bit more time throughout the day. I would spread these little practice sessions, maybe 3 or 4 a day, whenever I can sort of be, whenever I've got some free time, I'm not learning a song or working on the website or whatever. I would just pick up the bass, which is obviously, but well, they're right behind me, and just do it for 5-10 minutes. Which means that the progress would probably be more significant. But the point of me doing it live is to show that it doesn't take a whole lot of time. Just a little amount of discipline will take you so much further than huge practice sessions. And in fact, that's something that I've been really thinking about, because it seems to me like the stream is slowly starting to shape. Like, there would be sections. I feel like it would be the best way for me to practice, really. And the more I talk about it, and the more you guys sort of send feedback and all of that, I'm thinking that it would be a good thing to segment it. Not like a hard break or anything, but try and do a little bit of 4 things every day. Some creativity near the end, just like, well, oh, hello. There'd be some technical exercises for left hand, right hand. Then a little bit of theory, but I'm not too sure how I would incorporate that, because I mean it to be more of a study session for myself, even if I do talk myself through it. But I want to be able to remember. I want to figure out a way to turn my theoretical understanding of harmony into actual actionable, spur of the moment things. And it's more than just playing scales until you can play them at 1,000,000 miles an hour. There has to be some extra component in there. And I know lots of people talk about these things. I need to do some more research, and I'd like to be able to essentially come up with a really nice, dense practice routine that covers more than just left hand, right hand theory and ear training. Although these are all super important components, I want to get to the meat of these things. Like, how can I find a way to really turn an ear training exercise into something that isn't just recognizing intervals, something that actually helps you when you're either transcribing a song or playing a solo. I'd like to be able to bridge that sort of big no man's land between my theory knowledge and my practical knowledge, because I tend to rely on patterns and things I've assimilated a lot more, and it gets stale very, very quickly. And when I see people like Emeline Fougeray, who seem to never repeat themselves, or even Mono Neon, all of these awesome players, there's got to be more than my usual method of brute force, which is just drink from a fire hose, practice like your life depends on it. But they're not really pointed results in one particular direction. It's just, for me, it was always a case of like, am I prepared enough for any eventuality? I was like, I'm never gonna have to, crush bricks with my left hand. So, okay, what's the point of that? Nobody's ever gonna ask me to recite the circular fifths backwards several times in a row in a Scottish accent. There are certain things that just aren't that productive to practice, and I feel like I've done that a lot, especially with the practice stuff. So I want to come up with better theory exercises that imply playing on your instrument. I know there's millions of them on YouTube. I just haven't yet found one that sort of tackles what I want to do. But I think I'm sort of scratching the surface when practicing. Michael, remember when we were practicing the how does it go again? That Emeline Fougeray line, and taking it into the cycle of fifths. I think that might be a more interesting direction to take in the future. In any case, it is 6 o'clock, guys. Thanks very much for joining. As I said, it was going to be a bit of a brief stream today. I just wanted to, for posterity, I just wanted to be 100% true to what I said, which was, I'm going to practice this lick only on the stream for 7 days in a row, and then see what happens at the end of it, which will be on Monday. And then I don't know yet how I'm going to test that out. But I'm going to have a think about it. I will be streaming tomorrow after I come back from church, which will be around 7 p.m. Something like that. So a little bit later than today. Michael, it's probably going to be early afternoon for you. Same time for you, Jonas. We're probably on the same time, probably in the same time zone if you're in Denmark. So it will be a later stream. It will be scheduled, so you will see it hopefully on your YouTube feed, gentlemen. And that's it. In any case, I'm really enjoying the process of knowing absolutely nothing what I'm doing, and then eventually coming up with stuff. Not coming up with stuff on the spot, but sort of thinking out loud and documenting my own thinking. But think of it like a journal. You guys are witnesses of my journal writing and participants to it. So I'm very, very, very grateful for your attention and the time you're spending interacting with me. And I shall see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much again. Blessed, grateful for your presence. Take care. Toodles.